During the Las Vegas Open, one of the largest independent Warhammer tournaments in the world, Games Workshop showed us a bunch of new cool miniatures. Let's take a look at the ones that might be of interest for Warhammer 40k fans. Minka Lesk is back as a plastic miniature, this time leading her command squad from Cadian 101st, called Hell's Lust. Revealed during this year's Black Library celebration, the set includes Minka as an experienced leader, along with her teammates. I have a feeling that fans of Warhammer stories will love this squad. One can use this squad in casual Warhammer 40k games, and this squad is supposed to have a special rules sheet. I will definitely take a look at this set, because it offers a bunch of really cool minis. I especially like the Commissar from this set. The Standard Bearer looks really cool, and of course Minka Lesk miniature as an officer, Imperial Guards officer, is amazing. We are moving next to Warhammer 30k with the Thanatar Calix Siege Automata. The Thanatar Calix Siege Automata has been revealed for the first time, expanding the deadly arsenal of the Mechanicus. This variant is built to eliminate heavy armored targets and fortifications with unparalleled precision. Its primary weapon, the Solix Pattern Heavy Las Cannon, is capable of piercing the armor of super heavy tanks and disabling systems with a devastating shock pulse. For close quarters combat, the Calix is equipped with a formidable graviton ram, which looks amazing. This mysterious weapon can crash flesh and machinery regardless of defenses. This is incredibly cool, my friends. Designed to handle elite opponents and fortified threats, the Thanatar Calix introduces a new level of precision fire weapon to the Mechanicum forces. This miniature looks incredibly cool. I'm definitely getting this one into my collection. My level of excitement is 5 out of 5 service skulls. And I forgot to mention that for Minka Lesk, it is 4 out of 5. I'm really more into the Thanatar Calix. Moving forward, we switch to the Chaos Forces. Death Guard got an update with Lord of Poxes as a new powerful leader for Death Guard army. He has a special machine called Miasmic Turbine, which spreads deadly gas made from diseases growing inside this foul creature. This gas makes it hard for enemies to see and infects anyone nearby. This mini fights along the Lord of Virulence and Lord of Contagion, spreading Nurgle's gifts of decay and disease wherever he goes. This mini looks really cool. I especially like the bulky profile of this mini and the huge sword at the back. It looks incredible, and I think this mini fits perfectly in the current line of Death Guard miniatures. I'm extremely excited about this one. My level of excitement is 5 skulls out of 5. We move forward to the Emperor's Children. Last Christmas, we have been shown the new miniature of the Diamond Primarch, Fulgrim. He looks incredibly cool, and he has a bunch of different facial expressions, even though he has a bunch of them. I really like the head with the helmet. I think it looks really nice and scary. So this mini was quite cool. And finally, the Emperor's Children army gets an update. I think before it was just a couple of mini stops. I definitely remember Noise Marines that were sold as a soul miniature, so if you wanted to have a bunch of Noise Marines, a squad of Noise Marines, you had to do either conversions or buy a bunch of miniatures that looked more or less the same. Now you are gonna be in the clear. But we start with the Lucius. When people talk about the Emperor's Children, Lucius stands out for sure. He is a warrior so skilled and proud that he seems impossible to kill. Lucius' miniature wields 2 terrifying weapons, the Blade of the Lair, a cursed sword found during the Great Crusade, and the Lash of Torment, a whip with sharp parasitic hooks. The armor is covered in screaming faces, adding to the horrifying appearance. This is a really scary miniature. I myself am not particularly fond of this style of minis. I think he looks way too scary for me. My level of excitement for this mini is 3 out of 5 skulls. When Lucius is not leading, Lords Exultants step in as cunning leaders of the Emperor's Children. These sadistic strategists treat battles like masterpieces, crafting elaborate plans to show their brilliance. With dark charisma, cruel creativity, and fine-tuned combat skills, they command the vain and self-obsessed warriors of Slaanesh, wielding masterwork weapons to devastating effect. These lads are effectively the officers of the Emperor's Children. They look really, really interesting. I'm actually quite excited to build a bunch of them. Fairly confident they might require partial assembly, especially because of their capes. And my level of excitement with these minis is 5 out of 5 skulls. For the aforementioned Noise Marines, there is also a new leader too. Lord Kakophonist. He commands Noise Marines, unleashing devastating sonic attacks that shake the battlefields. Unlike the swordplay of Lord's Exultant, these Kakophonists muster sound as a weapon, creating overwhelming noise so powerful it warps reality and strikes terror in the souls of their enemies. This mini is amazing. He looks somewhat like a crab because of the weapons he is wielding. Really, really strange looking weapons. But at the same time, I kinda like this mini. So this is definitely a firstborn Space Marine modified with some sort of organ pipes growing from his back. And I think this mini looks quite cool. I'm excited at the level of 5 skulls out of 5 for obtaining and building this mini. Next, of course, come the Noise Marines themselves, and I think these are probably the coolest of the minis that have been shown for the Emperor's Children. These lads are amazing. I especially like their heavy weapons. These Chaos Space Marines are deadly masters of sound. They use their sonic weapons, adorned with dark Slaanesh sigils and demonic faces. Their arsenal includes heavy Blastmaster cannons and a Screamer pistol for the Disharmony squad leader, making them a terrifying force on the battlefield. So this lad on top, on your screens now, is a Disharmonist, presumably, the squad leader. These lads look amazing. They are really, really, really cool, very detailed kits. I think this is a great improvement from the Noise Marines that we used to have before. I am very excited. If I could be excited more than 5 skulls out of 5, I would be excited more. And in addition to Noise Marines, we see Flawless Blades, who are champions of the Emperor's Children, obsessed with perfection in close combat. These are the dark counterpart to the elite Paladin Blades of old. These Space Marines are kinda primaries for Emperor's Children. And these are the Chaos Space Marines that I'm least excited about. It is only 2 skulls out of 5 for me for these lads. I most likely will not be building them. Of course, the baseline infantry is also present among the new minis. It comes in 2 flavors: Infractors, that are close combat, and Tormentors, that are ranged. Infractors are warriors of Fulgrim's Legion who seek to experience every sensation in battle. Armed with wicked dueling sabers, they charged into close combat, hunting the most glorious foes to prove their superiority with masterful blade skills. These lads, as you can see, are all about close combat. They have swords, they have bolt pistols, and they are supposed to chop their enemies in close combat. Tormentors excel in ranged combat, favoring speed and aggression over heavy defenses. Armed with ornate and deadly bolt guns, they are skilled marksmen. Their relentless pursuit of thrilling battles doesn't hinder their effectiveness as objective-capturing troops, making them a vital force in Fulgrim's Legion. These lads are basically the intercessor squad or tactical squad of Fulgrim's Legion, of the Emperor's Children. They are probably the most boring looking minis for me. The level of excitement is 3 out of 5 skulls. Of course, these minis will come in a new army set, the Champions of Slaanesh army set, which will include 2 units of Noise Marines, 2 units of Infractors or Tormentors, you can assemble them however you want, and the Lord Exultant. I think this looks actually quite cool. It's a great start for the Emperor's Children army and comes with a special codex, data cards, and new transfer sheets to complete the collection. My level of excitement for this box is 5 out of 5. It's over the roof. I'm definitely trying to get this one. Apart from the minis, we have also been hinted on what is coming next and how the closest timeline is gonna look like. For now, there are Aeldari and Astra Militarum, in addition to Emperor's Children, so Emperor's Children are supposed to be released quite soon. After that, we will see World Eaters, Death Guard, and Thousand Suns. It would be really cool to see if any of those get new miniatures. I think they will get at least some. I'm really curious about Thousand Suns because these lads look quite old by now, and I would be really enjoying assembling miniatures for the Thousand Suns. I really like this Chaos Legion. And on the horizon is 4 factions. One of them looks awfully like Space Wolves. The second one is definitely Salamanders. I can see salamander heads on the Heavy Intercessor protective cape over the helmets. Black Templars seem to be on the third one. And something resembling Chaos Knights is on the last one. Out of these, and apart from Emperor's Children, I'm of course very interested in Aeldari. I realize that not a lot of people are collecting Aeldari, but the new miniatures of Aeldari look incredibly cool. I'm really looking for the Phoenix Lords that have been teased recently. And of course it would be really interesting to see the Chaos Space Marines of all sorts coming next. And I think this wraps up nicely all the miniatures that have been shown on the Las Vegas Open event. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Which minis are you waiting for most? Which ones are most exciting for you? Let me know. And I will see you guys in the next video. Max is out. Take care. Bye.